Gentle, flowing music begins, showing images of ancient ruins, starry nights, and a child looking into a pond. The camera slowly zooms in on a flickering candle. What if the oldest stories, the deepest fears, and the brightest hopes aren't just memories from long ago, but living parts of us, right now? Imagine a vast, hidden ocean within every single person, an ocean filled not with water, but with echoes of all who have ever lived. This isn't just a pretty thought, it's a powerful idea from a wise man named Carl Jung. He called it the collective unconscious. Think about it. Why do we all understand what a hero is, even if we live on different sides of the world and speak different languages? Why do tales of dragons and princesses, or helpful wise old people, pop up in stories from cultures that never even met? It's almost as if we all share a secret dream book, a book full of pictures and feelings that everyone somehow knows. This shared mind isn't dusty or old. It's not stuck in the past. It's alive, breathing, and always awake inside us. It's like a quiet hum beneath our everyday thoughts, a gentle whisper that sometimes grows louder, especially when we're dreaming, or when we see something truly beautiful or truly scary. This is the beginning of understanding something amazing about ourselves, that we are all connected in ways we might not even realize. It suggests that deep down, we carry the wisdom and the wonder of all humanity within our own hearts. This deep, shared ocean of memory and meaning is what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious. Imagine a special library, not made of bricks and books, but of feelings, pictures, and ways of understanding the world. This library isn't inside a building, it's inside every single one of us. And the most amazing part? It's been there since the very first humans walked the earth, growing with every new experience, every joy, and every sorrow. Jung, a very smart thinker from long ago, spent his life trying to understand the hidden parts of our minds. He saw how certain ideas and symbols kept appearing again and again, not just in dreams, but in stories, art, and even in how people acted, no matter where they lived. It was like everyone had access to the same secret well of knowledge, even if they didn't know it. This collective unconscious is like a giant, invisible tapestry woven from all human experiences. It holds the echoes of ancient rituals, the wonder of first discoveries, and the fear of the unknown. It's not something we learn from books or teachers, it's something we are born with, a deep inheritance. It shapes how we see the world, how we react to danger, and how we feel about love and loss. It's the reason a powerful hero's journey feels familiar, whether you're reading about a knight saving a kingdom or watching a modern movie about someone overcoming a big challenge. It's the background music to our lives, always there, even when we're not listening closely. This shared library of human experience, this collective unconscious, is not a dusty old place where forgotten books sit quietly on shelves. No, it's far more alive than that. Imagine it as a vast, shimmering lake deep within your mind, always moving, always reflecting the sky above and the depths below. It's a living, breathing part of us, constantly at work, even when we're not aware of it. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't take a break. Think of the way a sudden sound can make your heart jump, even before you know what it is. That's a tiny echo from an ancient past, a part of you that remembers dangers your ancestors faced. Or consider the feeling of wonder when you look at a towering mountain or a vast ocean. That feeling isn't just from what you see, it's also from a deep, shared memory of how small and amazed humans have always felt in the face of nature's grandeur. This living part of our mind is always awake, sending us messages. Sometimes these messages are like quiet dreams, full of strange pictures. Other times, they are strong feelings that tell us something is right or wrong, even if we can't explain why. It's the source of our deepest gut feelings, our sudden flashes of knowing, and the unexplainable pull we feel towards certain people or stories. It's the pulse of humanity, beating within each of us, connecting us to a story far older and grander than our own lives. It whispers secrets, not in words, but in the language of symbols and feelings. This ever-awake part of our mind helps us understand things even without being taught. Think about the idea of a hero. From the icy lands of the Norse gods to the sunny deserts of ancient Egypt, or even in today's comic books, everyone knows what a hero is. A hero is brave, helps others, and faces big dangers. It's a story we all get deep in our bones. We cheer for them, we hope they win, because something inside us understands that fight for good. And what about a monster? Whether it's a shadowy beast from a campfire story, a scary creature in a movie, or a dragon guarding treasure, we instantly feel a chill. We know it means danger, something bad or scary. These ideas of good and evil, of courage and fear, are not just things we learn from our parents or friends. They are like built-in patterns in our minds, part of that shared human experience. No matter where you grow up, no matter what language you speak, you can usually point to the hero in a story and feel the fear of the monster. This isn't a coincidence. It's because the collective unconscious has a library of these universal ideas, these big shapes that help us make sense of the world. It's why a child in Japan and a child in America can both understand the same basic tale of good versus evil, even if the characters look very different. These deep, shared understandings are like ancient pathways in our minds, guiding our feelings and thoughts. These universal patterns, these deep, shared ideas like the hero or the monster, have a special name in Jung's work, archetypes. Think of archetypes as the main characters, the big, shining stars in the night sky of the collective unconscious. They aren't specific people, but rather basic models of people, behaviors, or personalities that we all carry inside us. Imagine the hero archetype. It's not Superman or Hercules exactly, but the idea of someone brave who goes on a journey, faces danger, and brings something good back to their world. This archetype stirs something in us, a feeling of hope and the call to be brave ourselves. Then there's the mother archetype. This isn't just your own mom, it's the deep, ancient idea of caring, safety, and growth. It's the feeling of comfort and unconditional love that helps things flourish. You see it in nature, in the earth itself, and in stories of goddesses who bring life. And what about the wise old man or woman? This archetype represents wisdom, guidance, and deep knowledge. It's the inner voice that tells us to think before we act, or offers calm advice when we are lost. We see them in Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, or an elder in a tribal tale. These archetypes are like blueprints for understanding life. They are the ancient masks that humanity has worn through time, showing us the big roles we play, the lessons we learn, and the paths we walk. They are the very heart of the collective unconscious, giving shape and meaning to our shared human story. These archetypes aren't just old ideas from dusty books, they are alive and well, dancing through the stories we tell ourselves and each other every single day. Look at fairy tales. Cinderella, with her cruel stepmother and magical helper, isn't just a story about a girl. She's an echo of the innocent archetype facing the shadow, guided by the magical helper. These tales speak to us because they touch upon these deep, familiar patterns. Think of ancient myths from Greece or Rome, or the tales of trickster gods from Native American cultures. They are all bursting with archetypes. Zeus, the mighty king of the gods, embodies the ruler archetype. Athena, wise and strategic, is a form of the wise old woman, even as a goddess. These stories, passed down through generations, are like mirrors reflecting the faces of the collective unconscious. And it doesn't stop there. Turn on your television, go to the movies, or read a new book, and you'll find them. Harry Potter is a classic hero, called to adventure and fighting dark forces. Yoda, with his green skin and wise words, is clearly the wise old man guiding Luke Skywalker. Even in a simple cartoon, you might spot a nurturing character embodying the mother archetype, or a mischievous one playing the trickster. These archetypes make stories feel real and important to us, because they tap into the universal human experiences stored in our shared mental library. They are the reason these tales never truly get old. If archetypes are the main characters of our shared human story, then our dreams are often the stage where they perform. When we close our eyes and drift into sleep, our everyday thoughts quiet down, and the deeper parts of our mind begin to speak. But they don't always use plain words. Instead, our dreams often talk to us in a special language, the language of symbols and archetypes. Imagine dreaming of a wise old owl. It might not be a real owl you saw that day, but rather the wise old man archetype showing up in a feathered form, offering guidance or insight. Or perhaps you dream of a dark, scary forest. This forest isn't just trees, it might be a symbol for the unknown, a challenge you're facing, or the shadow archetype, representing hidden fears or parts of yourself you haven't looked at yet. A dream about a flowing river could symbolize life's journey, always moving forward, or the powerful, nurturing flow of the mother archetype. These dream images aren't random. They are messages from the collective unconscious, trying to tell us something important about our lives, our feelings, or the path we are on. It's like our inner self is putting on a play just for us, using these ancient, universal characters and settings to help us understand things that are too big or too complicated for simple words. Paying attention to these dream symbols can be like finding a secret map to our own inner world. This secret map within our dreams is not just for show, it's a powerful tool for understanding ourselves better. When we take the time to think about what our dream symbols and archetypes might mean, we begin a journey of self-discovery. It's like learning to read the hidden language of our own soul. For example, if you keep dreaming of being lost in a maze, it might be your inner self telling you that you feel confused about a choice in your waking life. The maze, a universal symbol for being trapped or searching, becomes a key to unlocking your feelings. Or if a wise, guiding figure appears often in your dreams, it could be your own inner wisdom, the wise old man or woman archetype, trying to help you find your way. By paying attention to these recurring patterns, we can see parts of ourselves that we might ignore during the day. Our dreams can show us our hidden strengths, our forgotten talents, or even fears that we've pushed deep down. They can reveal what we truly need, what we truly want, and what might be holding us back. It's like our deepest self is sending us postcards from the collective unconscious, offering advice and insights. This isn't about fortune-telling. It's about connecting with the ancient wisdom that lives within you, helping you become more whole and more aware of who you truly are. It makes the invisible visible, giving us a clearer path forward in our daily lives. This understanding of our dreams and their symbols opens up an even bigger idea: how the collective unconscious truly connects us all. It's like an invisible thread weaving through every human being, making us far more alike than we often realize. On the surface, we see many differences, different languages, different clothes, different ways of living. But underneath, in the deep currents of the collective unconscious, we share the same basic human heart. Think of it as the shared roots of a giant forest. Each tree looks unique, with its own leaves and branches, but deep below the ground, their roots are all tangled together, sharing nutrients and support. In the same way, our individual minds are like the trees, while the collective unconscious is the rich, ancient soil connecting our roots. This means that the joy a parent feels for a child, the fear of the dark, the wonder at a beautiful sunset, or the desire for justice, these are not just personal feelings. They are echoes of universal human experiences that resonate through all of us. When we hear a story of courage from a faraway land, we feel it in our chest because the hero archetype lives within us too. When we see someone suffer, a part of our ancient, shared empathy awakens. This deep connection is a powerful reminder that despite our outer differences, we are all part of the same human family, linked by an ancient, living heritage. It can help us understand each other better, and feel more connected to everyone around us, knowing that we share fundamental feelings and ways of being. This powerful connection means that when big things happen in the world, not just to one person but to many, certain archetypes can awaken in almost everyone at the same time. It's like a giant wave moving through that shared ocean of our minds, stirring up ancient feelings and ways of reacting. Imagine a time of great trouble or danger for many people. Suddenly, the hero archetype might awaken in ordinary individuals, inspiring them to be brave and help others, even at great risk to themselves. Or the mother archetype might rise up, leading communities to care for the vulnerable with fierce protection. We see this in times of natural disasters or widespread illness, where people come together in ways that feel deeply right and powerful. Conversely, times of great uncertainty can also awaken the shadow archetype, causing fear, suspicion, and even anger to spread quickly. It's not that people suddenly become bad, but that ancient, hidden fears about survival or difference are stirred up from the collective unconscious. This can make us feel confused or overwhelmed, as if forces bigger than ourselves are at play. These shared awakenings show us how deeply connected we are, not just in our joys but also in our struggles. When a big event touches the world, it doesn't just affect our daily lives. It vibrates through the very core of our shared human spirit, calling forth ancient responses and patterns of behavior. Understanding this can help us see that our reactions to world events are often part of a much older, deeper story that we all carry within. So, what does this awakening look like in our everyday lives? It's not always a dramatic, sudden change, but often a gentle stirring, a new direction that many people seem to feel at once. For example, after long periods of being stuck indoors or feeling disconnected, many people might suddenly feel a strong pull towards nature. This isn't just a trend, it's the awakening of an ancient archetype within us, the natural one, or the Earth Child, reminding us of our deep need to be connected to the living world. We feel a comfort and peace when surrounded by trees or water, because this feeling is woven into our shared human story. Or think about times of great conflict and trouble in the world. Suddenly, a widespread desire for peace and understanding might rise up in many hearts. People start talking about ways to heal, to forgive, and to build bridges, even across old divides. This could be the awakening of the peacemaker, or the uniters archetype, a deep longing for harmony that lives within the collective unconscious, urging us to seek balance and connection. Sometimes, this awakening can show up as a new interest in old wisdom, like people exploring ancient spiritual practices or stories. It's the seeker archetype coming alive, searching for deeper meaning beyond the everyday. These shifts in what many people care about, what they seek, or what they feel drawn to, are like the collective unconscious gently nudging us, guiding humanity towards new understandings and possibilities. It's a quiet but powerful force, shaping our shared path forward. When we face big challenges, whether in our personal lives or as a whole world, it's not just our own memories and lessons that we can draw upon. There's a deeper well of wisdom available to us, the ancient wisdom held within the collective unconscious. It's like having access to the combined experience of all humanity, a deep knowing that can guide us when we feel lost or overwhelmed. Think of a time when you had a problem and a solution just came to you, out of nowhere, or you had a strong gut feeling about what to do. That might be a whisper from this shared mind. It's not magic, but the echo of countless ancestors who faced similar troubles and found their way through. The warrior archetype might awaken, giving you courage and strength you didn't know you had. Or the inventor archetype might inspire a new way of thinking, helping you solve a puzzle. This ancient wisdom isn't about telling you exactly what to do, but rather about providing a deep, guiding force. It helps us find our inner strength, tap into our creativity, and connect with our deepest sense of purpose. When societies face big changes, the collective unconscious can stir up a desire for renewal, for building something better, drawing on the builder, or creator, archetype. It reminds us that humanity has overcome countless difficulties before, and the blueprints for resilience and adaptation are already within us, waiting to be used. It's a comforting thought, knowing we are not alone in our struggles, but part of a continuous, ancient story of survival and growth. Knowing that this ancient wisdom is within us is one thing, but truly listening to its inner whispers is another. When we pay close attention to these subtle messages, these gut feelings, dreams, and sudden insights, it can profoundly help us make better choices in our daily lives. It's like having an old, wise friend who knows the deepest parts of you, offering guidance from a place beyond ordinary thought. Imagine you're at a crossroads, unsure which path to take. Your logical mind might weigh the pros and cons, but sometimes a deep, intuitive feeling points you in a direction that just feels right, even if it doesn't make perfect sense on paper. That's the collective unconscious, perhaps through the guidance of the wise old man/woman archetype, trying to show you the way that aligns with your true self and the broader human story. Or maybe you feel a strong urge to help someone, even a stranger. This isn't just a random act of kindness. It's the empath or the giver archetype stirring within you, connecting you to the shared human need for connection and compassion. Listening to these urges can lead to actions that bring deep satisfaction and meaning to your life. By tuning into these inner voices, we learn to trust our deeper selves. We move beyond just what we think we should do, and start to act from a place of greater wholeness and wisdom. This helps us make choices that are not only good for us as individuals but also resonate with the greater good, strengthening our bonds with humanity, and guiding us towards a more balanced and meaningful existence. It's about letting the oldest stories within us inform our newest choices. When we truly begin to listen to these deep whispers, to feel the pull of the collective unconscious, it's like a soft, warm light blooming within us. It's not a loud voice, but a gentle knowing, a quiet hum that resonates in the core of our being. Imagine standing by a vast, still lake at dawn, and feeling the ancient peace of the world settle upon you. Tapping into this deeper wisdom feels much the same. It's like finding a hidden spring of pure, cool water in the middle of a dry desert. With each sip, you feel refreshed, clearer, and more connected to everything. There's a sense of rightness, a feeling of coming home to a part of yourself you always knew was there, but couldn't quite touch. This wisdom doesn't shout, it guides with the quiet strength of a towering old tree, whose roots run deep into the earth. This connection brings a kind of calm strength, like the steady beat of a drum from an ancient ceremony. It's a feeling of being both very small and very large at the same time, small in our individual lives, but vast in our connection to all of humanity and all of time. It's a profound sense of belonging, a knowing that our personal story is also a thread in the grand tapestry of human existence. In this space, worries can seem a little smaller, and possibilities feel a little brighter, as if the universe itself is gently nudging us forward. It is a sacred space, a quiet sanctuary where our soul remembers its oldest truths. To truly experience this gentle guidance, to feel that warm light of ancient wisdom, you don't need special powers or secret rituals. You simply need to pay attention. I encourage you to start noticing the subtle hints and nudges that come from within. Pay attention to your feelings. When something makes your heart sing, or a situation fills you with unease, don't just brush it aside. These strong feelings are often messages from your deeper self, reflecting the wisdom of the collective unconscious. They are like a compass, helping you find your true north. Next, pay attention to your dreams. Keep a little notebook by your bed and write down whatever you remember, even if it seems silly or confusing. Over time, you might start to see patterns, the same symbols or characters appearing again and again. These are your interplay, showing you what's truly happening in your soul. Don't try to force meaning, just notice and wonder. And finally, pay attention to the stories you love. What heroes do you admire? What myths or fairy tales always capture your imagination? What movies or books do you return to again and again? The stories that deeply resonate with you are often reflecting the archetypes that are most alive within your own collective unconscious. They are showing you aspects of yourself, your desires, and your potential. By simply noticing, you begin to open the door to this incredible, shared wisdom. It's a journey that starts with curiosity and a willingness to look within. Beyond simply noticing, there are easy, gentle ways to invite this deeper wisdom into your waking life. You don't need to go on a grand adventure or learn complicated techniques. Sometimes, the quietest moments are the most powerful. One simple way is to make time for quiet. This doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours, though that's wonderful if you can. It might be just 5 minutes in the morning, sitting with your coffee, before the day gets busy. Or a few moments gazing out a window, letting your mind wander without a specific task. In these quiet spaces, the inner whispers have a chance to be heard. Another beautiful way to connect is through creative expression. You don't have to be an artist. Simply try drawing or doodling. Pick up some crayons or pencils and let your hand move freely. Draw whatever comes to mind, whether it's a shape, a color, or a strange figure from a dream. The act of creating, without judgment, helps your unconscious mind speak to you through images. You could also try writing, not a letter or a to-do list, but stream of consciousness writing. Just let words flow onto the page for a few minutes, writing whatever comes to your head, no matter how silly or disconnected it seems. This can unlock surprising thoughts and feelings. These simple acts are like opening a small door to your inner world, inviting the vast, rich landscape of the collective unconscious to share its ancient stories and wisdom with you. They help you listen to the song of your soul, making the invisible more visible, and the unknown a little more familiar. As you begin this journey of connecting with your inner world, it's important to remember what this path is truly about. This is not a quest for right or wrong answers, like solving a math problem. The collective unconscious doesn't give us clear-cut solutions in that way. Instead, this journey is about discovery, about unfolding the layers of who you are and understanding the deep patterns that shape human life. Think of it like exploring a beautiful, ancient forest. There isn't one right way to walk through it. Every path you take, every new flower or tree you notice, every stream you follow, adds to your experience and understanding. You're not looking for a single treasure chest, but rather enjoying the richness and mystery of the entire landscape. This means there's no need to judge your dreams as good or bad, or to worry if your feelings are correct. Every feeling, every symbol, every story that resonates with you is simply a piece of information, a clue. It's an invitation to wonder, to explore, and to learn more about the vastness of your own soul. The goal is to become more aware, more whole, and more connected to the deeper currents of life. It's about accepting the mystery, embracing the shadows and the light within you, and recognizing that your unique journey is part of a universal human adventure. Allow yourself to be curious, to play, and to simply be present with what arises. There is no test to pass, only a world to discover within. As we journey inward, letting go of the need for perfect answers, it becomes even clearer. The collective unconscious isn't just a smart idea from a book. It's not just a theory to think about. It is a real, living force, a vibrant pulse within each of us, always active, always flowing. It is the river of shared human experience, running deep beneath the surface of our individual lives. This isn't something far away or hard to reach. It lives in the spark of recognition you feel when you hear an ancient myth, in the sudden burst of creativity that comes from nowhere, or in the strong feeling of connection you have with someone you've just met. It's the reason why certain songs move us all, or why we all understand the meaning of a circle or a cross, even if we've never been taught. The collective unconscious is the very ground upon which our personal minds stand. It is the ancient wisdom that whispers through our dreams and guides our deepest instincts. It is the shared memory of humanity's long journey, a reservoir of strength, creativity, and understanding. It's alive within you, right now, connecting you to every person who has ever lived and every person yet to come. It's a profound and mystical truth, not just a concept to ponder, but an invitation to feel the deep, living current of humanity within your own soul. It is awake, and it is awakening us. So, as you go about your days, remember that you carry a universe within you, a universe filled with the echoes of every human story, every ancient dream, and every deep wisdom. This collective unconscious is not a distant star, but a living, breathing part of your very being, always ready to guide, to inspire, and to connect you to the vast tapestry of humanity. It's a powerful realization, isn't it? To know that you are not just a single leaf on a tree, but part of the deep, unseen roots that nourish the entire forest. This connection means you are never truly alone, and you always have access to a wellspring of strength and understanding far greater than your own personal experiences. As we end our time together, I invite you to pause. Take a deep breath. Feel the quiet hum of life within you. And then consider this. What ancient story is waiting to awaken within you right now? Is it the hero, calling you to face a challenge with courage? Is it the artist, asking you to create something beautiful? Is it the healer, urging you to bring comfort to yourself or others? Or perhaps the seeker, inviting you to explore a new path or question? Listen closely. The answer might not come in words, but in a feeling, a dream, or a sudden pull towards something new. Trust that inner knowing. For within the awakening of the collective unconscious lies the awakening of your own deepest truth. Music swells gently and fades out slowly with visuals of a single candle flame burning brightly against a darkening sky. Music continues to gently fade out. As we consider these profound connections, these ancient stories stirring within, we are left with a powerful and beautiful truth about ourselves. The human mind is not just a clever machine for thinking and remembering. It is a deep, mystical garden, filled with wonders that stretch back to the dawn of time. It holds not only our personal memories, but the echoes of every sunrise, every fear, every love, and every triumph experienced by all of humanity. This is the true beauty and mystery of the human mind, that within each of us lies a universe. A universe that is both deeply personal and wonderfully universal. A universe that is always awake, always whispering, always offering guidance from a place of ancient wisdom. To explore this inner world is to embark on the greatest adventure of all, an adventure into the very heart of what it means to be human. It is to discover that you are more connected, more wise, and more powerful than you ever dared to imagine. Let this mystery fill you with wonder, and let its beauty inspire your path. The collective unconscious is indeed awakening, and in its awakening, we awaken too. Silence for a few moments, then the music gently stops completely.